Howdy guys, Cub here. Welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time we built this, a giant prismarine room around where the collection area of our guardian farm is. Today we're going to be working on the collection area quite a bit, but before we get to that, we're going to discuss some plans for the area with Iskall, because Iskall also is co-owner of this farm area here. So let's go ahead and jump into a call with Iskall, and we're going to discuss some plans for this collection area.
We have the opportunity to make something very mega with this place. Very mega. By the way, it looks so different from when I was last here. What have you built there, dude?
It's a giant box, man. It's a giant box room.
It's a giant box.
I call it the guardian box.
Love how you used the guardian box. The guardian shoe box of doom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Love how you use.
Oh yeah, use different prismarine bricks. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously when I walk into this, I'm just picturing, take me to church, I'll worship like I know. You know we sing. Like, it feels very grand, doesn't it? It feels very mega. Like, hallelujah. No?
No, I mean, maybe you can make it that way. Right now, it's just a big box.
Or maybe it's just my crazy mind. Maybe you just see this shoebox. But I see this epic, like, temple-ish, churches looking thing down here. Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it right now. I'm not seeing. You got to make it come to life, man. You got to make it come to life.
I'll make it come to life. So I've got some ideas. We've been discussing a little bit here.
Yep.
And we're probably... So basically the task at hand is we got to make sure that we can collect all the loot and make this an AFK farm. Because up till now, like, it's been so bad. We're just manual killing and just standing here and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, we've been discussing of having a sorting mechanism that sorts out. So there are 4 different drops, by the way. 4 different passive drops from Guardians, we should mention. There are... Where did I put it, Cobb? It's over here. Prismarine crystals, raw cod, prismarine shards, and ink, which is for some reason named dirt here. Oh yeah, thank you.
There we go.
So this is the passive stuff you get, and then when a player kills it, you can also get the mini guardian, like the skulls, the pufferfish, and the salmons.
Right. Yep.
And so we've been discussing a little bit, and it would be so cool.
Oh, and tropical fish, and it's a very rare, but it's in there. Yeah, somewhere. One of these has it somewhere. Here it is.
Yeah, but that's only player kill, right?
Yep, that's only player kills.
So what would look so cool is to have, since there are 4 passive drops, we would have 4 different tubes, 2 on either side, with those items sorted out and traveling up so that you can stand here in this, shoebox.
So it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this.
Exactly.
Except they keep
so
going
all
up.
the shards are there. Or I love how you puked that out. Yeah, so you'd see the different items going up on either side. And then you had an idea, which I really like, about the shulker boxes. Go on.
So, yeah, the items go up these glass tubes, up the item elevators here. And then back here we can have them loaded into shulker boxes for ease of collection. And then we can have them, like, come out over here somewhere, maybe.
I love it. Because then I could just take the shulker boxes and move them to the black pearl.
Yeah, that's making a lot of money for us, man. Making a lot of diamonds.
It is. I actually, you know what? Good that you said that. I have something for you that I forgot to give you.
Oh, boop. Nice.
8 more diamonds.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, making a lot of profits. Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be cool. So we gotta make a sorter here. I also want to make a system that moves trapdoors in behind the player so they can't get knocked back because it's super annoying.
Ooh, yes, I love it. So whenever you're here manually, you get stuck in place here.
Yeah, you sort of like locked in place, and then you just turn around, and then it goes away when you do that. Yeah, should be cool.
I like that. And then we'll have a centerpiece, like an enchantment centerpiece here. I got some plans for the design. So I mean, if you want to be the tech guy, like the engineer, these glass tubes and the mega stuff behind, and I do the I turn the shoebox into a temple. Is that a dealio?
Yeah, I think that'd work really well. Yeah, so I'll do like the redstone, the sorter, the water streams, the shulker box loader, and then you do like the design around it, like the temple design, the arches you're talking about,
the pillars, the the arches. Dude, this is gonna look so good. This is gonna look sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'll leave you to it, dude.
Alright, dude. Later. Alright, so first thing we're going to do here, we're going to get in here, we're going to take out these pistons, and I think we're probably going to go ahead and take out like these bricks on the side here as well. And this here as well, and we're going to take out like all the redstone here because we want to put in the trapdoor mechanism first. So I think that's the first thing we'll do. We'll replace this central column here, and we'll put in the trapdoor system. Alright guys, check it out. So we got the first portion of this done here. You can see I went ahead and put down some enchantment tables here, along with some different types of trapdoors. One with the acacia trapdoors. And we have acacia trapdoors here as well. And this is super cool. So if you look in here, it looks like just, you know, normal trapdoors and everything. But if you step on this pressure plate here, you can see the pressure plates, or the trapdoors rather, move in. And it locks the player inside. And then once you leave, yeah, it does the opposite there. So that's what the animation looks like there. So this is going to lock us in place, so we're not going to be able to be knocked backwards from the thorns effect of the guardians here. So that works pretty well. And then just to get out, you just open those up and just walk out like that. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little thing to have. Yeah, they automatically open. It's pretty straightforward redstone down here. All it is a T flip-flop. Which then, yeah, goes up a little bit of a half-slab tower here to a piston. And also you have to have a torch here to power the trapdoor. So, yeah, kind of a cool little system there. So that's the first part of this thing done. Now we have to actually look at the collection system. So, we have some, like I said, some enchantment tables down here. You can see this actually picks up items that are thrown in here. So if we just make our way out here, we should see that, yeah, some of these items have made it in their way into the hoppers. And the reason this can happen is because these enchantment tables above here are not full blocks. So the hoppers can actually pull items through them. So that is useful because when we slay the guardians, we can then have the hoppers pick up the items directly. And now what we need is we need a system to sort the items. So, yeah, we're going to have to probably go ahead and just drop this down into a collection system down below here. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and make this system here. I probably want to bring them down, the hoppers down another couple of blocks here at the moment. So I have 4 more hoppers here. So let's go ahead and bring this down and let's start this collection system down here. Alright guys, so we now have ourselves a collection system started. So here we have a series of chests and hoppers. This is meant to act as like a buffer between the droppers right here and the hoppers that actually collect the items up top. So if we go ahead and just pop in a couple items in here, let's just pop in, let's say like 12 items here. You can see, yeah, the droppers put out some items. Put some of those sea lanterns into the water stream below. Same thing with this one. If I pop some in here. There we go. And the same thing for the other 2 hoppers back there. We have 4 smart droppers right next to one another. And if we come on down here, you see that the droppers output into a item stream. So, yeah, just like that. All the items come down here. And then they're whisked off. And then what happens is they are picked up by a hopper right over here. So we align the items so that they align exactly to the side here, so that they're half on the ice block and half on this other block. And then send them around and around and around until they're picked up by what will be an item sorter system right here. So you can see if I go ahead and just like let's toss in some granite or something right in here. All these items will go all the way around, come back down, align to the block here via the chest, and then, yeah, make their way into the hopper. Now, if this was blocked, like let's say this was blocked by something, and then we put in some items, we should see that the items just simply go past and then continue around in the system until a slot becomes free, and then they start to fill up the system like that. And the reason we have to do this is because otherwise the number of items we're going to have coming through here is going to be too high. So if we didn't have this system, we'd be losing a significant number of items. But yeah, from here, what we need to do next is we need to go ahead and make some item filters here. We need an item filter for every item that we have coming down this direction. So we need, yeah, a item filter for every item. So crystals, shards, fish, pufferfish, tropical fish, salmon, and probably the guardian heads as well. And yeah, once we have that, once we have the item filter down, we can then start to make the individual water channels for the item elevators, and then also the chest for the other items. So yeah, that's the next step, so let's go ahead and do it. Okay guys, so we now have ourselves a sorting system here, and this is what it's looking like. So we used Impulse's design here, which is the standard sorter design, and we used, you know, some filler flint here that I renamed so that, yeah, this stuff will never come down this this passageway, so it can't break the system. So we got our shards in here, we got our crystals in here, we got the mini guardian heads in here, we got the raw salmon, tropical fish, puffer fish, raw cod, and then we got the ink sacs right in here. So yeah, this will hopefully allow us to pull out the ink sacs and the raw cod. So that's going to go up 2 item streams here and here. And then on this side we'll have the shards and the crystals. That'll go up in 2 water streams here. One column right here and 1 water column right here. And the rest of the items, the ones in the center, like the salmon and the tropical fish and all those will all sort of join up and go probably out the back somehow. And then be, you know, taken up and put in the chest, a separate chest from all the rest of the items. Now we just have to make the hopper lines over to smart droppers here, which will then take the items upwards. So I believe that is going to be the next step, going ahead and making these columns, these water columns here. It's going to be kind of a tight fit, and we also have redstone very close by, so it's going to be kind of a challenge to fit these in here. I actually had to move them from the initial spot, which was like right here, so yeah, we'll see if we can fit these things in here. Hopefully we can. I think we probably can. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and do that, make these columns, and I'll be back. Okay guys, so we got the water columns up now, so you can see, yeah, bubble columns going upwards here, soul sand at the bottom of these, and we just used the old kelp trick to make all these source blocks. That's how we got these to be all source blocks. So let's go ahead and we'll test this thing out. What we should see is we should see the shards coming up on this side as well as the crystals on this side in another column, and then we should see the fish come up on this side as well as ink sacs, but I don't have any ink sacs to test with, so let's just toss these right in there and that, and let's just get on out of here and let's see if this happens. So there we go, there's some prismarine shards, very good. There's the crystals in the other column, very cool, and we should also see some fish potentially. No fish? I see that these are working on this side. There we go. There's the fish. Yep. Nice. That's awesome. Cool. Okay, yeah. Looks like it's working. None of them are coming up this column because that's the column for the ink sacs. But yeah, this part is definitely working. It's like a geyser here, basically. Let me just run over here and pick these up. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what we want to see. So guys, besides these bubble columns, what we still have left to do, we have to extend these bubble columns upwards a little bit. In fact, maybe it might be worth it to have flowing water from here on up, because these items are going to be going pretty quickly through here, and yeah, we want to be sure that we can see the items, you know. That's part of the whole reason why we have these things, so we might need to do something there with that. But yeah, we need, besides that, 2 shulker box loaders on each side, so 2 here and then 2 on this side for the cod and the ink sacs. Then we also need to do something with the other items here, so the other items being the salmon, the pufferfish, etc., the guardian heads and things like that, the player kill items. Those will all come to this central hopper here, and we're going to have to take this out and put it in another chest somewhere else. So yeah, that's what we have to do next, although I think I'm actually out of quartz right now. So we may have to go to the nether temporarily to gather some quartz for this shulker box loader. So yeah, I'm going to go to the nether real quick, gather some quartz, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we now made these shulker box loaders here. So if we get on over here, you can see the shulker box loaders. So these are the shulker box loaders here. So the items come up the bubble columns here. They go up the bubble columns and then over on a water stream. And then, yeah, they come down this hopper chain here, get put into the shulker box. And whenever the shulker box becomes full, it basically locks this hopper. So items go into this hopper, which then activates this sort of loop of observers here. And then it breaks the shulker box and puts the full shulker boxes in these chests here. And then it also basically distributes a new shulker box if there is one available. So if there's a new shulker box, a dispenser underneath of this repeater here will output a new shulker box right here. So that's why I have the labels here. This is just to sort of tell you, white shulker boxes go in here, light blue in here, black in there, and then blue in here. So we have to actually do some dyeing and some coloring of some shulker boxes here. So like this one, let's just dye this one blue. So this is an empty shulker box, so this will go into this one right here. There we go. And so that just went all the way over here into, I think, yeah, into this dispenser right there. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. So yeah, they're all basically the exact same design, and yeah, it should work quite well. So yeah, we should be getting shulker boxes full of stuff. These are all empty right now. We have to still dye these ones, but yeah, we'll get to that. So guys, the only thing we have left to do here is we need to find a spot for the player drops to come up at. So I'm thinking maybe right here would be a good spot for the chest to hold the, the raw salmon and the pufferfish and the tropical fish and the guardian heads. So maybe right here would be good. We could also place it like, over here somewhere. That would also be a decent spot, or even like back here a ways could also work well. Like right in this area. But yeah, we'll have to figure out a way to bring those up. We'll have to probably use a dropper vader up for that. And let's see, we also want to probably go ahead and decorate a little bit here. We want to definitely probably encapsulate the redstone for sure. Yeah, encapsulate this, because right now we just have one block separating the water from destroying everything here, essentially. So yeah, we want to make sure that yeah, we have some insurance for this to make sure the redstone doesn't all break if somebody accidentally breaks a block up there. But other than that, we're almost done, so let's keep working on this, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so we now have our collection system up and working, and everything should be functioning properly. So if we make our way back here, you can see I actually took out one of the collection systems here. So I think this one here, yeah, we took out the shulker box here because I don't anticipate us getting that many ink sacs. It's just sort of a passive ink sac farm. Yeah, we got one ink sac in there right now. So yeah, we have, yeah, quite a few raw cod already. Don't have any boxes of shards yet, and we have 2 boxes of prismarine crystals because, yeah, I used a lot of the shards to make this room itself. And yeah, we also got the box here that takes up the player kill stuff. So pufferfish, raw salmon. This will also eventually have tropical fish and guardian heads coming in here once we get, I think it's 41 of each down there in the sorter. So yeah, this is made. I can just show you here real quick if I just bust in here. Maybe I can show you, hopefully. Then again, maybe not. Let's see. Can I get through here? Yeah, right here. So yeah, we just have like a torch tower up, and this makes a silent dropper vader up. So yeah, just have a bunch of droppers right here, and there's Good Times with Scar right there, doing something. But yeah, that is all there is to it right here. And yeah, there's Scar bobbing up and down there. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and put this stuff back here. There we go. Put this back. And let's see, I think this goes at this point here. And then we have something like this. And that. Sweet. So yeah, it forms sort of like a little walkway up to this chest here with the player killed stuff. And then I sort of tried to make a little bit of a design here, but for the most part I sort of stayed away from designing anything like aesthetically pleasing, because I know Iskall wants to come in here and make this like a monument, like a guardian type thing. Alright guys, so I've reactivated the farm as you can see, and we're going to go down and test out, see if it is working properly now. So we should probably eat some cod, and let's just go ahead and head on down here, and this should hopefully have a bunch of guardians down here. It looks like it does. Let's just get in here, and then we should be able to just slay away here. Trapdoors coming on the back side there. There we go. And yeah, it's looking like it's working. I'm just going to go ahead and turn down the sounds a little bit. And once we slay these guys and we get some items flowing through here, we should be picking some up ourselves. Yeah, it looks like we're picking some up ourselves. But we should also see on the sides. Yep, there we go. There's some items coming up, some shards going up there, and there's some crystals going up there. Yeah, that's awesome. Sweet. And we probably will also see some fish coming up here, I believe. One of these slots eventually. Unless I picked up all the fish. Oh, there's some fish. There we go. Yep, there it comes. There it comes. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. So yeah, guys, this thing is up and working properly now. So everything should be good there. And yeah, you can see we're not getting knocked back because we got the trapdoor break right there. So that's fantastic. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Alright guys, so we added a bunch of other small features here, and now I think the collection area is complete. So let's take a look at the features we added because, yeah, they're some of my favorite features, honestly. So first of all, we added some iron trapdoors down here. Iron trapdoors you can't right-click, so yeah, there's no worry of like you accidentally clicking a trapdoor and the guardians being able to get out. So we eliminated that possibility with the iron trapdoors. I was also able to fit in a fully automatic AFK mode, and the farm will automatically switch from AFK mode to XP mode when you walk up to it. So these trapdoors here, they automatically open and close depending on if you're in the farm using it or not. So if I walk in here, you'll see these trapdoors. If I can get rid of some of these guardians here, yeah, these trapdoors here are now open. And I didn't right-click them. So, yeah, we're in manual mode now. If we click these trapdoors, which I also moved so that it's easier to get out, so the trapdoors aren't in the center anymore, you'll see these trapdoors up here will now close, and that just ensures that no items make it to the top of the iron trapdoors. Like before, it was some items were collecting if these trapdoors were open like that. But now, since it switches automatically to an AFK mode, all the items get put into the system, even if you're just standing here and letting the guardians take entity cramming damage. So that is a super, super useful feature. I'm pretty proud I was able to fit that into this whole system back here. So yeah, definitely liking that feature. Let's see, another feature I like, I added a picked up items chest. So here I picked up some items that I don't necessarily want to keep on me. I can just simply dump these items into this chest just like this, and those items go into our system, and then we should see them coming up right here in just a moment. Yep, there we go. There are the shards starting to come up right there, and eventually all the crystals and all the shards and all the fish and stuff will make their way into the chests. And speaking of chests, we already have two chests, or two shulker boxes rather, full of prismarine shards. We still have the prismarine crystals, two of those, and we have, looks like four now, four shulker boxes full of raw cod, and just a little bit of ink sacks. Not too many ink sacks. And let's take a look at the player drops. Yeah, a little bit more salmon, it looks like, and possibly a few more pufferfish. So, yeah, that is pretty awesome. I'm digging that. Really, really cool thing to see there. And, yeah, this whole area is looking really, really nice now. So anyways, guys, I think that's going to have to be it for me today. Very much looking forward to see what Iskall comes up with for his temple design here. And yeah, if he's wanting to have me help him with that, I'd be more than willing to do that. Because I really like this area here, so hopefully he keeps this area and the aesthetics of this area. I think it looks super, super cool right now. But anyways, guys, with that, that's going to be it for me today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks again for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.